Hi guys, it's Sead from Warthog Defense. In this video we have an update on the situation in Ukraine and we will see some of the regular fails of the Russian armed forces, and we have a very interesting story about the Wagner PMC. Namely, the Wagner mercenaries are no longer exist in reality. There are some parts of them, but they are not a strong force as they were. And now the Russian authorities are trying to make another mercenary group like Wagner, but they are facing the same problems, because that's how Russian armed forces operate. We have other interesting updates, and let's dig into the story.
Ukrainian drones are a real nightmare for Russian occupiers. Here, a FPV kamikaze drone attacks a Russian truck with personnel. Another blunder for Russian forces. Air defense in Rostov accidentally opened fire and killed 2 Russian paratroopers, which jumped from an airplane. The plane with the paratroopers was heading to the specified coordinates to carry out unloading at the Kuzminsky military training area. When the soldiers began to approach the ground, they were fired upon from the anti-aircraft Zu-23 gun. 2 people were killed. The firing operator turned out to be a decorated veteran of the so-called Special Military Operation. Ironically, this time the high-precision air defense finally hit exactly the target. A GRU project to create a volunteer corps to replace the Wagner Group is reported to have run into severe problems, with crippling shortages of fuel and lubricants hampering operations in the Bakhmut and Avdiivka areas. The Vichke Ogpu Telegram channel reports that an acute shortage of fuel and lubricants has affected almost all units of the volunteer corps created by the GRU's first deputy head, Lieutenant General Vladimir Alexeyev, particularly in the areas of active combat in Bakhmut and Avdiivka. These problems have reportedly arisen despite the volunteer corps being incorporated into the GRU's organizational structure as a separate special department at the 462nd Special Purpose Training Center, likely a Spetsnaz training organization. Alexeyev is said to have reassured his subordinates that the problems are only temporary and are due to delays caused by the Russian Ministry of Defense's leadership. However, as VTHK OGPU notes, very similar problems affected Wagner before Yevgeny Prigozhin's rebellion. Prior to the rebellion, Alexeyev was closely associated with Wagner and other mercenary, PMC, and volunteer groups. He was responsible for signing compulsory agreements, bringing them under Russian Ministry of Defense control, a key factor in the Wagner rebellion. During the rebellion in June 2023, Alexeyev was one of only 2 generals, the other being Sergei Surovikin, to issue a video appeal to the Wagnerites to end their uprising in June 2023. The rebellion seriously threatened Alexeyev's position. He reportedly feared being replaced by his subordinate, General Alexander Nazarenko, but worked instead to create a new volunteer corps to replace Wagner. It's not clear whether this is a separate unit or is meant to be an overarching structure for existing PMCs and volunteer groups. Alexeyev was recently filmed issuing awards to the Española unit, which recruits Russian football hooligans to fight. According to VCHK OGPU, an Alexeyev protege, Major General Denis Barillo, newly promoted from colonel in command of the 55th Mountain Motor Rifle Brigade, has been put in charge of the Volunteer Corps. Recent results of units of the Ukrainian National Guard in the south destroying Russian equipment. Among Russian losses last week were 14 tanks, 5 APCs, 8 BMPs, 21 armored vehicles, 30 cars, 11 missile launchers, 2 air defense launchers, and 3 ammo warehouses. In addition, 1 EW system and radar were deprived. In the video, a MT-12 Rapira anti-tank gun is destroyed. David Petraeus, ex-CIA chief, explaining that if Putin succeeds in Ukraine, he won't stop here. So supporting Ukraine is vital for the US and NATO.
That's very affordable. It's very necessary. In my view, this is as right versus wrong as it gets, a brutal, unprovoked invasion of a sovereign country right on NATO's borders. And we should have no question that if Russia succeeds there, if Putin is able to achieve his very substantial objectives in Ukraine, then it won't stop there. Moldova will be the next in the crosshairs, or perhaps one of the Baltic states or some others. And so we need, Henry Kissinger, before he passed away, stated that NATO's defense now begins at the border between Ukraine and Russia, and I strongly agree with that.
The Russian racist Babushka is complaining that the Chinese have taken over the country. What else could have happened after you swallow day after day Russian propaganda? Chinese have taken over the jobs.
Я живу в городе Омске, и я не могу смотреть на вот это, что происходит с моей страной. Какие-то сволочи, которые продали наше государство, которые отдали наш народ, наши земли, и мы теперь рабы. Эти китайцы едут целыми этими фургонами, едут вообще целыми поселками, заселяют нашу страну. Сдали нас с потрохами, сдали нас как баранов, как овец, которые ничего не знают, а они разворовали, они продолжают воровать, они продолжают все вытаскивать из нашей страны. Обидно за Отечество. Просто горько. Я не могу без слез об этом говорить.
Обидно. Наш нефтезавод почему-то отдает рабочие места, которые могут предоставить нашим гражданам, иностранцам.
И нам говорят, что, допустим, пожалуйста, они вот такие эффективные, да, когда гораздо проще было бы завести, там, допустим, руководящий состав, допустим, в Кремль завести 3000 китайцев, да, там каких-то гораздо более грамотных, да, посмотрите, как они поднимают свою страну, как они там борются, да, то есть они там пытаются у нас что-то там захватить, да, а наши раздают. Так может быть проще завести уже топ-менеджеров каких-то там.
Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Stay with our channel. We have regular updates about the situation in Ukraine. A new video is coming tomorrow. Stay strong.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.